Hello, I'm Rob Underwood here in Barcelona for Mobile World Congress. I'm also here to find out more from Huawei about how they're embracing an open digital ecosystem. Indeed, it's part of their Open Roads vision for a better connected future. With me, I'm delighted to say, is Dr. Sanqi Li, CT Products and Solutions with Huawei, who spoke at some length about this at pre-Congress in London. Hello.
Hi.
First of all, about 3 years ago, Huawei first presented the Softcom vision to embrace ICT transformation. Now, everyone talks about MFV, SDN, cloud, big data. How are these technologies related in terms of ICT transformation?
Yes, this is a very good question. This is also related to what we call ecosystem foundations, software-based platform. If you look at the NFV, everyone talk about it. It's really to make a soft network function become more software modular architectures and touch the data plane. Okay, and then if you look at SDN, it's more on the controlled plane to make the network programmable, abstracted, optimized. And then you need a cloud infrastructure and cloud platform with the big data. All these things are connected. So if you look at this is what we call the telco operator open ecosystem software foundation. Okay, and put this together. You need all these things together because when you do the ICT transformation, it touches the control plane, data plane, the operation and services enabling. Okay, this is what we call the foundation. Now, the ecosystem is unlike the traditional long-standing process to define. Takes years. Okay, and the recent ecosystem, especially in the open source IT and CT converged activities, okay, have been making a substantial progresses. Let's take SDN, for instance. We have the ONUS, which is Open Network OS. It's open source foundations focus on the carrier. In addition, we have ODL. And also, if you look at the Cloud OS, the infrastructure, we have an OpenStack platform, we have a Cloud Foundry, and big data, we have a Hadoop Spark. All these things are, you can call the components which are available, rapid emerging in the open source ecosystems, no matter it's IT and CT. So how do you put these things together to achieve what our goal to transform the ICT, not just from infrastructure perspective, but also from operation, from business perspective.
So tell us some more about the challenges you've seen for such ICT transformation in your customer engagement.
Yes, that's also exactly, if you see there, everyone talk about these things individually, NFV, SDN, cloud, big data. And then when you look at the transformation, the challenges is that there are a lot of initiatives. Okay, from CIO perspective, looking for the data center consolidation, cloud, from data CIO perspective, and the CTO look at, I need to do the SDN, NFV, network infrastructure transformation. And if you talk to CMO, I need to build a new value proposition for my business transformation. And most importantly, if you talk to the COO, they look at operation, which is a major cost today, and how to simplify it. Right? All these initiatives, what we're trying to avoid, I call a new digital silos. All these initiatives are happening at different organizations with the carrier organization. That's a challenge because it's trying to avoid the new digital silo. You need to bridge all these things together. That's the ecosystem foundation. It can be multi-vendor from different vendors, but largely based on the similar the open source activities we have seen, which are rapidly emerging and also maturing.
And finally, tell us a little bit more about Huawei's recent proposals in the customer engagement, how it came about.
Yes, take a more pragmatic, systematic approach. If you look at each individual initiatives, I mentioned NFV, SDN, cloud, big data initiatives. So at each of these initiatives, we work in this ecosystem foundation with a third party. Customers can pick and choose. Okay, we have this open lab, we call NFV SDN Open Lab, to fully support these things, ecosystem with the different third multi-vendor ecosystem. So I can give you some example. In the cloud infrastructure, like OpenStack, we call Fusion Sphere. Today we work with more than 500 the partners. Okay, we have about 120 deployments across 40 countries. Okay, just look at this cloud infrastructure perspective. Then if you look at SDN, okay, we work all these third-party VMware, others like Microsoft, their cloud infrastructures. And then we support SDN covers the data center interconnect, policy-based, VPN-based SDN. We're building the unified CDN controller, SDN controller to embrace this ecosystem build-up. Okay, and I can also give you the NFV activities. On top of the network OS and cloud OS, then they have an NFV platform. We have today about 30 plus carrier POC engagement. Okay, POC, some early testing, trial, and expected delivery soon in certain carrier. And these are 30 plus ones. Also have all different initiatives with virtualized IPC, virtual IMS, virtual set-top box, and so on, many. Okay, and it's important not only our software component, NFV software component, can work on third parties' platform, and also our platform support third parties components. So the interoperability, multi-vendor are critical. So if you look at these things, and now if you look at further this business enabling, the simplification of operation. We actually are building the DevOps capability, leverage the tool chains, largely also built in the ecosystem foundations. Okay, and either in the CT and ICT or IT, they're all based on similar tools together to automate, to orchestrate, to simplify the operation, so-called the DevOps. Okay, and furthermore, the business enabling based on this converged platform, and then it involves much more business customer engagement, ranging from digital services like video, home gateway, multi-screen solutions like IoTs, like business side you have billing convergence, you have MBB monetization, you have a new way of communication as a services cloud solution to enterprise, to personalized, and IoT solutions. And if you come to the booth, we have many such of examples, our engagement or some business validation, not just with a carrier, often formed multiple party together to form such service enabling, and such that carrier can create the value propositions in the future for the ICT convergence.
It's an exciting prospect. Dr. Sanqi Li, thank you.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure too. Yes.